Hello, I'm so sorry. I have been awful at these videos the past couple of months, but it is not without good reason. So in September, we welcomed my beautiful little nephew into the world. So Noah was born on the 18th of September. And I can't help myself but just cuddle him for the whole entire time when I can see him. And they live about an hour away, so I've been going home quite a lot to get some of the cutest cuddles ever, cleaning his bum, doing all that type of anti-nonsense, but I'm just absolutely besotted with him. And then the second reason is because we went on holiday, so you probably have already seen that we went to Mykonos for a week, which was absolutely amazing, and I'd highly recommend you going there. Have a look at my Mykonos video, which I'll put a link to at the end, and also go over onto the blog to see what we got up to whilst we were there. So I'm going to kind of park September, as wedding planning just didn't really happen, but it did happen in October. So I'm going to talk you through a few of the things that we sorted out. So I said in my last video that me and Johnny are going to focus on dressing ourselves for the wedding, and I can't even talk about my wedding dress because I've still not got one, and I need to sort it out. It's stressing me out, but I'm parking it for another couple of weeks. I've got some appointments booked in December, and then hopefully I'll have it ordered before Christmas. We have, however, managed to find Johnny a suit, and we have put our deposit down for them, and they're absolutely gorgeous. I know I told you previously that we thought we'd go with groom, but when we actually went for our appointment with groom, they weren't really gonna give us exactly what we were looking for. So we tried not to go to Whitfield and Ward because they are a bit more expensive than other places, but from my now experience, they are definitely worth it. This place is incredible. It is so much nicer than most of the wedding dress shops I've been to. When you get there, there's gorgeous tweed and check sofas, lovely candle burning. It is a really nice experience. And then you're taken upstairs. We had Craig, who did our appointment, and he took us upstairs, and upstairs you sit at a big mahogany desk and you just feel a bit like the dogs. So it's definitely worth going and having an appointment there. The other things they do that are really nice is they'll get you into different looks. Obviously not me, I just got to watch Johnny get dressed up, which was brilliant. So they put you into different looks, and as well as putting the groom into a look, they also dress a mannequin which represents what the groom's party will look like as well. So it was really nice just to kind of see how changing a few items would make Johnny stand out a bit more. And yeah, it was really nice the way he did it. Everything was handled immaculately. Just the way that Craig fluffed up a pocket square was just so impressive. So I definitely recommend going to Whitfield and Ward. I'd say the top things about them is that it's a one price thing. They don't say, oh, it's this price if you get this waistcoat, a different price if you get this one, which makes it really straightforward. You get to keep your shoes, so all the groom's party will get shoes to wear on the day, and they can keep them afterwards. And then the last thing is just the quality. Such good quality. They make all their suits themselves. It's not like anything else you're going to get out there, so it's definitely worth having a look. Oh, and actually, this is one of the main points. I don't know why I've not said it, but you can actually have the same suit in different leg shapes. I don't know, I'm rubbish at suits, but you can choose whether you have a skinny, a slim, or a regular fit in your trousers, but it'd still be exactly the same suit. And that's something that we could not find anywhere else. And as our groom's party is so varying in shapes and sizes, didn't feel appropriate for everyone to be in a skinny fit suit like Johnny's gonna wear. So yeah, it was really good experience, really good day. We have paid our deposit for those, and that is one massive box ticked. The other huge thing we did in October wasn't actually to do with the wedding itself, but our honeymoon. So we have booked the most incredible honeymoon. Well, for us, it's the honeymoon of our dreams. You may think differently, but it is going to be pretty spectacular. Now, originally we thought we'd go to New Zealand, but it is quite far. So we started to think about what things we want from our honeymoon. We like wine, we like animals, and we like exploring. So we've decided we are going to go to South Africa with a little stint in Mauritius afterwards. So we decided this was the type of combination of holiday we're going to look for, and we went to Virgin and we went to Kuoni and got them to price it up. Now, I'm very skeptical about these companies. I was like, I'll get them to price it up and then I'll go away. I'll price it up and then I'll probably book it myself, because I just think that they tend to rip you off. But actually, when I got the quotes through, I did feel that way about Kuoni. But with Virgin, I was really pleasantly surprised. Actually, what they offered us was cheaper to go through them than if we did it independently. And I think that's partly because a couple of the hotels we're going to stay in are exclusive to Virgin, so that's going to help. But yeah, I was really, really pleasantly surprised by their prices. So we've booked. We literally went in one Saturday afternoon, spent a couple of hours with a lovely lady called Sarah at Virgin in the Trafford Centre, who talked us through everything. She'd been to South Africa and got married in Mauritius, so she was really, really helpful. And then we got our quote during the week and thought about it, and went back into store and chatted through it a bit more, talked about the detail, and yeah, we paid our deposit on the spot. We were sold, basically. And I'd really recommend going to the Virgin Trafford Centre. Not only are the staff really helpful, but they also have a little cafe. So whilst you're waiting, you can have a glass of Prosecco, some beer. They've got all the best snacks there. So I was having Hershey's and peanut butter cups whilst we were waiting. So yeah, I definitely recommend a trip there if you're looking at your honeymoon and you maybe want some help from a third party, or you just want to hand it over and not worry about anything yourself. Which is a really alien concept to me, because I usually just plan all our holidays. I don't usually go to anyone else or ask anyone else's opinion. I just do it all myself. But it feels really nice, considering we're sorting everything out for the wedding, just to know that that's done and dusted and it's with Virgin and we don't need to worry about a thing. So I definitely recommend going to them. The final thing that we've been looking at in October was cakes. So we'd been to a local cake shop near us. It's called The Dish and Spoon. It's in West Didsbury. Their cakes are epic. If you're looking for a good Sunday afternoon, go for their afternoon tea. It is amazing. So we went to speak to them about wedding cakes, and they do your classic buttercream cakes, and they do amazing dessert tables to go with it. So we got a price for that and we were dead set. Then I went to a couple of wedding fairs and saw some amazing cakes. They're mainly by Suzanne Thorpe at the Frostery. Really struggle to say that. And her cakes are just exquisite, but they do come with a hefty price tag. You definitely get what you pay for, but it's just not a budget that we're prepared to spend on our cake. I think one of the cakes I saw that was amazing was nearly £1,000, but it was absolutely incredible. And if I had that much money to spend on a cake, then I definitely would. So we have been to a couple of different cake makers. I don't know what to call it. Are they cake makers? They feel more like artists. So I'm going to go with cake makers. We've been to see Vanilla Nova in Southport. Now, they did my sister's wedding cake and they do really unusual flavours. So one of their cake flavours is Bakewell, which is absolutely out of this world. So they're in Southport and they're local to my family, and yeah, we love their cakes. We have them for loads of different celebrations, so it would have felt completely wrong not to go and see them. So we had a meeting with them and designed an amazing cake. And we also went to Mary Antoinette Cakes, who you've probably seen on my blog already. I've put some details up about them, and their cakes are spectacular. They are so clean line, they're so modern. Yeah, they're just beautiful. They do amazing marble effects and stuff like that. And they've also done this amazing dark cake. If I was having a winter wedding, I would go crazy for a dark cake with kind of gold on it. That'd be my dream. But we're getting married in July, so I can't have that dream, unfortunately. I just don't think it'd look that right in our venue. So her cakes, as well as being absolutely immaculate, are delicious as well. We went for a tasting there, and yeah, it was really, really nice. But we don't know which way we're going to go with our cakes. We're kind of just at the starting process of deciding about who to go with and what cake we want. We've designed 3 very different cakes. So I think we're going to have a sit down, have a think about it, and then go and speak to some other cake makers too, just to see what they're offering. Because the lovely thing about going to meet a cake maker is that you get to design a cake bespokely with them. So maybe it's just that we've not actually designed the cake that's blown our mind yet. So yeah, they're the 3 main things that we did in October. It is already November, so I've done a couple of more things, but I'll save those for you for my December post. But yeah, until then, check out my other videos. Please click like, subscribe to catch up on my next vlogs, And check out my blog as well, there's some other bits on there. I went to the wedding edit, there was an amazing wedding show by Love Bridal where they were showcasing all their beautiful dresses. Go and check out my post on that because that was a wedding show to remember. If you can go to that next year, I definitely recommend it. Thanks for watching and I will see you very soon.